Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Today we're doing a love reading for you and the person you've been thinking about, wondering about. This is somebody that you're actively with, and the whole reading, it's not a you and them spread. It's just going to be focused on how they feel about you, what's going on with them, what's truly the potential for this connection between you and them. First card out is community. Next card out is fork in the road. And the third card out is blessed. All right, so you're dealing with somebody who lives near you, who is in your general vicinity, somebody who you're lucky enough to be very close to physically. Okay, so your homes are not far apart. You guys have easy access to see one another in the physical realm. All right, so this is somebody who is definitely not long distance. So again, for those of you who are dealing with somebody who's not currently physically residing nearby, then this reading probably isn't for you. But this is for those of you who have a romantic interest in your local community, somewhere nearby, somewhere actually quite close to where you live, who you could physically access quite easily. At the bottom, we have orphaned. Okay, so lately there's been a feeling of disconnection between you and this person. You're feeling a little bit lost or a little bit triggered when it comes to, like, does this person actually care about me? Does this person think about me as often as I think about them? So this reading, for those of you who are connecting in, this reading is going to explore just that. We're going to explore what your person is feeling about you, towards you, thinking about you, how much real estate you take up in their mind or not, right? So we're going to just get some clarity here for those of you who have been wondering about that one person that you're very focused on at this time. Okay, first card out for your person is the Nine of Pentacles. Then we get the Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who at the beginning, when you first met, they were pursuing you, they were giving you a lot of attention, and then most recently they've pulled back their energy, or they've gone a little bit silent. But it feels like they've created some space between you and them lately. Seven of Wands, right? There is a feeling that you're getting about this person being hard to reach. So you feel like even when you attempt to make conversation, it's difficult to get them to speak to you. Or you feel like there might be some kind of blockage, something distracting them, something getting in the way of the connection progressing. So here we get a King of Pentacles. We get Death or Rebirth. And we get the Seven of Cups. So for those of you who are intuitively picking up on the fact that this person is not wanting to talk, creating some space on purpose, pulling away, etc., you're not crazy, you're not wrong. They are intentionally doing this, and it's because they're feeling like they need time to determine where they want things to go next. They are wondering if this relationship is one that they need to put an end to for some reason, or if they should continue to take the risk to move things forward. So they're perceiving it as a risk to continue connecting with you romantically and emotionally moving forward. I don't know yet why that is. We can ask that in a few minutes, but at this time, this person's taking a pause because they're self-reflecting. They need some alone time to kind of decipher whether they want to continue investing in this connection or whether it's time to end things here in the here and now. All right. So that's why they've pulled away. They've just got a lot on their mind. So they are thinking about this connection actively, and they're trying to figure something out with regards to, should I stay, should I go? And I don't know what that reason is just yet. We can get another layer of the tarot and see if we get more clarity, but just know that this pullback of their energy, this space that they've created, it's definitely an intentional thing. It's intended and designed to give them time to think. So they're trying to think. And again, sometimes when somebody's trying to think through their emotions, it becomes very confusing. That's why we see the Seven of Cups here. Usually you can't really think your way out of your emotions because they're feelings. They're not logical, structured thought. So when you try to logic your way out of them or control them, things get a little bit more confusing than they were. So I think that's where your person is at this time. They're trying to work something out. Okay. For the Five of Wands and the World card that flew out just now, These are clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So what made this person pursue you in the beginning? What made them want to chase you? They saw that you had a really fun life. They noticed you. They looked at you and saw the complete package, Aquarius. They saw that you were self-sufficient, happy, joyful, and very attractive, and your energy was just pleasant. It was like sunshine. It was warm. And so they really fell for you because they enjoy the chase. They wanted to see if they could get your attention. They wanted to see if they could get you to even notice them. To be honest, it's almost like they had you on a bit of a pedestal, observing you from afar. And so they like challenge. They like to challenge themselves, and they saw you as a challenge in the beginning of this connection. And so they were hoping to see if they could get you to notice them, if they could get you to even respond to them or pay attention to them or give them the time of day. That's really how this started for your person. It was more about like, wow, that's something pretty and shiny. That's something I want. Can I get it? It was like a challenging thing to do, I guess. So far, to me, that means they weren't necessarily into you for your personality or for who you are as a person. They didn't know you super well when they started pursuing you, which is fine in the beginning, but let's see if we can get a little bit deeper and understand some more about why now they've put a pause on pursuing you. All right, so here we have the Ten of Wands and the Star card in reverse, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. So it feels like this person, as they started getting to know you, you did give them some attention and some of your time. You did start to open up to this person, and they realized that they may have bitten off more than they can chew, Aquarius. They realized that you are basically a very good person, and they started wondering if they should pack their bags. Okay. I don't know why that is. Why would they want to pack their bags if they discovered you're a good person? So then we get the Page of Cups. We get the King of Swords. So they started thinking about what it would take to be your romantic partner when you did give them a chance and open up to them. They see that you're a hard worker. They see that you're highly independent. And this made them have to stop and think about, well, what would I have to bring to the table if I were to entertain this connection? What would I have to offer? How would I pull my weight in this connection? Because Aquarius is pulling their weight and is a wonderful person. I thought, I didn't think past the point of what if Aquarius does accept me or pay attention to me or give me the time of day. Like, it's almost like this person expected to fail when they went after you. And they expected to not be able to get your attention, not be able to get you to open up. And then when you did, it created a lot of chaos in this person's head because they're like, well, okay, Aquarius is giving me the time of day. Wow, that was unexpected. But so now what do I do with that? Surely Aquarius will leave if I don't live up to their expectations. Surely, like, there's going to be a lot asked of me to be with such a person that looks so good on paper, right? So they put you on this pedestal, Aquarius, and now that they got through to you and got your attention, it scared them when they realized that you were open to connecting for real. And so that made them introspect and wonder, what is it that that's going to be expected of me by Aquarius, and can I do that? Can I meet those expectations? Can I show up in that fashion? And that's really where they're in this do I stay, do I go scenario. Okay, so let's see what they're weighing out. Okay, so a lot of congruent energy here. We have Queen of Swords and King of Swords, and then we got King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles as well. They're not only reflecting upon their own character and how they are as a person and how that matches up to you, but they're also reflecting, look at this, Hierophant and Ten of Cups. So they're also reflecting on what it would be like to be your romantic partner. What would it be like to be in a committed connection romantically with Aquarius? What would that be like if I opened up my heart to Aquarius? What changes would take place in my life if that happened? And where would we end up? All right, with the wheel, where would we end up in a few years from now I don't want to be in a place of pain and loss and grief and hurt. And I definitely don't want to say the wrong thing. I do really like Aquarius. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so this is somebody who's very much stuck in their head, pondering how to get the prize, Six of Wands, how to get the big win, how to handle this connection with you, how to speak to you, even what to say. It's almost like to avoid feeling like a failure, feeling grief, feeling neglected, let go of, released by you. They're wondering, and they're very conscious of the fact that they're going to have to bring something to the table also. And so they want to make sure that when they come towards you, when they communicate with you, when they say that they are choosing you to be in a committed connection with, because it sounds like you've already said to this person that you're open to that, by the way. I don't know what's been discussed so far for all of you, but they definitely don't want to let you down. That's what I get here. They see you as the star, Aquarius, and they see themselves as not quite at that same level that you've achieved in your life experience just yet, as far as, you know, how structured your life is, how stable your life is, how structured and stable your emotions are, and your support system with your family and your friends and all that. This person feels that they lack some of those things, and so they're at this crucial juncture where they're like, wow, I never expected to get Aquarius to notice me. I never expected this to actually work. I never expected, even after we connected, that Aquarius would want to stick around. And so they're now in this scared energy of wondering what the expectations will be on your end of them and whether or not they'll be able to meet those. And that's what's really causing this person to introspect and pull back, because it's almost easier for them to pull away now and break things off now than later on down the line to find out that they tried and gave it their best and it wasn't good enough, right? So that's really what's been holding them back lately, all right? So let's ask for advice on what you can do in this situation, and then we'll close your reading. And if this is resonating, please drop a like or leave me a comment and let me know. That really helps out my channel, so I truly appreciate it. Let's see what you can do and where this relationship might be headed. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse to begin, and then we have the Four of Swords upright. What you can do, Aquarius, is stop worrying about them, stop worrying about what they're thinking, what they're doing, and just take a break. Let it be. Let this person have the time that they're wanting. You just go relax, have a spa day, go to the beach, go walk in the woods. I don't know, whatever you like to do to relax. I heard some people are afraid of the woods, so I don't know, go smell fresh cut grass. I don't know, whatever you do to relax, Aquarius, to feel good about yourself, go do that. That's the advice here. And then we have the World. Take a trip. Some of you like to travel. Some of you need to take a short trip, road trip, see friends and family. Just get out of town, you know, change the scene. Completely disconnect, I guess, from this situation is the advice here. This is not your work to do. This is this person's work to do. So the person you're connecting with has to decide, are they willing to take the risk of moving things forward and potentially failing and not being a good partner, not being the right partner for you, and then feeling rejected or feeling not good enough? Are they willing to take that risk because it's necessary if they want a connection with you? They know that you're not going to lower your standards. They know that they're going to have to do some work on themselves to be able to be with you in a healthy way. And so that person is going to have to make that choice on their own. There's nothing really you can do to determine that for them or to push them in any one direction. That's a very personal choice that they have to come to the table with and make up their mind about, all right? And so at the end of the day, just focus on being strong for yourself and showing up for yourself in a supportive manner by doing the things that soothe you and soothe your soul and make you happy and make you feel at peace, all right? That's really all that you can do here. And what else, Spirit? What else does Aquarius need to know? All right. The Hangman. If you give this person space, they will come to their own determination, and it'll be their choice. So it'll feel way more natural and not forced, all right? And then the Five of Wands, there's nothing you can do or say that will change this person's mind in any one direction. There's nothing, no action you can take that will really influence how this person feels about their capability of meeting you halfway or not. That's going to be their own choice, all right? And we get the King of Swords again. So some of you may be dealing with another Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, or they may have those placements in their moon or rising sign or in their Venus sign. Three of Pentacles. You may and very likely will see an improvement in this person's communication in the near future. So if they've been holding back, not speaking to you, being distant, then Spirit is saying the other thing that you need to know is that you will be hearing from them soon, very near future. So if like they haven't reached out, they haven't talked to you in a couple days or whatnot, they're getting over whatever it is that they've been trying to think through. And most of it has been related to this connection. And you see, you get the Six of Wands again in another deck. We got that earlier. We get the Six of Wands, Queen of Wands to King of Wands, Seven of Wands, overcoming obstacles, and then the Knight of Swords, fast-moving energy. So very soon, this person's going to get out of this funk and reach out to you, but you have to let them do that on their own, Aquarius. That's all that you can do, because otherwise the decision won't be any easier if you're sitting there texting them or trying to give them pointers on what to do or how you feel about them. It's just going to muddle the waters. You just kind of have to let this person sit this one out and think about it themselves and make up their own mind as to whether they want to have the courage to keep moving things forward and trying things out with you, or if they want to go ahead and stop this connection now to avoid future pain or potential future pain. All right. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.